Hello. Oh, we are here again. Actually, the first, like a normal Flosstube for this month, so obviously it will be the one and only. This month has been a bit weird. Let me just say that. But, hello! Let's not go to the misery immediately. Let's start with the bit happier things. So hello, you are watching a Flosstube from I Stitch Birds channel, and I have quite a few new subscribers here, which is just weird and totally unexpected. I know I posted the Whip Parade, but I really didn't expect there to be any new ones subscribing to the channel, so that's been really wonderful. Thank you so much, and I'm really glad that you enjoyed the Whip Parades and decided to stay a bit longer. I have actually, I think, gone past 2,500 subscribers, which is just unbelievably crazy. I absolutely can't believe that there are that many people subscribed to my crazy videos that seem to go on forever, because I always talk too much. Most of the time have a lot to talk about. So, as there are many new ones, but I do the introductions properly. So my name is Laura, or you can say Laura. If the R is difficult to roll there, then Laura is perfectly fine, perfectly used to that. I don't mind at all. I am from Finland, but I live in Australia. Live here with my lovely husband Paul and our kitty cat Daisy. Unfortunately, we lost our cat Maggie earlier in the year. And let me tell you, the house is still much more quiet without her here. I'm still missing the love she gave us. Anyway, I like to stitch, and as the channel name says, I do stitch a lot of bird patterns. I don't know how it ended up being like that, but it just happened. And I like stitching sort of, I feel like I call them down-to-earth birds. I don't stitch so many like parrots or super colorful ones. I like to stitch just like what for me are like everyday birds. Whether they're sparrows or swallows or, whatever like that just happens. And something that I forgot to say in the Whip Parade, because I usually try and do that, is that I try and tell how many bird whips I have. So when I did the Whip Parades, I had 91 whips, and of those, I believe 31 had birds. So I am very happy with that. 1/3 of them are birds, so yeah, I still get to keep my channel name, I reckon. It's funny though, every now and then somebody asks, are you still stitching birds? Haven't seen any. Yes, I am. I haven't even finished birds this year. But I think sometimes you just end up working more on something that doesn't have birds. So, but they're still there. 1/3 of my whips have birds, so I think that's definitely more than good enough. So, I think one thing sort of to say, if you haven't like if you're new here and haven't watched the previous videos, is that this year has been just very, very stressful for me, because my husband has been looking for work since the beginning of the year, and it's just unbelievably how hard it has been to find work. Like it's just crazy, and I have a lot of anxiety, so my anxiety has been absolutely out of control at times. Like I just feel like I can't do anything. Like it's like hard to get out of bed, and I just can't do because it can't do anything because it's so paralyzing. So I was watching yesterday all the clips that I have filmed throughout the month, and you can definitely tell that my spark is missing at the moment. And I was a bit wondering whether to just delete all the videos and just not post Flosstube at all this month, and just go to next month and start again. And but then I decided that I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna do it anyway because you guys know how it is at the moment for me, and I'm still showing stitching. You know, every now and then this video where I just chat up because I've been feeling really down or really struggled with something or whatever. But I hope it's alright enough to watch. And just make sure you got lots of stitching with you, and yeah. I think that's what I wanted to say. I've decided that since it's a little bit maybe a little bit more gloomy episode, that I'm gonna do a little random treat. I'm just gonna call it a treat because I think it's a treat. I before I started filming, went to the bedroom, and under the bed, well, I can't fit under the bed, but I just, I took my under the bed finishes bag out, and I fished out 5 random finishes that have not been seen on this channel. I thought that would be fun to show just 5 things that I have finished before I started this channel 2 years ago. So, I don't know. Very, very random. I know every now and then you guys ask me to show all my finishes. And I don't know. I know I'm gonna do it. I don't know when. It feels rather overwhelming. I mean, it's not like a massive amount though. I think what I've been worrying about is not really knowing like what the names are or who might have made them. But does it really matter? Like, I think if I show them, I just show them, and if I remember at that time who they're by, I can share that. And if there's something that you really like and would want, you can always ask in the comments that for something specific, that who is that by, and I can then look into it a bit more. So yes, so that is coming up after some of these videos. I don't know what part yet. Well, I'll have to have a look. But yeah, I think the month starts well because it was I did my last video after my birthday, so I mean, I had a good time. So yeah, started well. Then it's been sort of going downhill with my mental well-being. And the last couple of weeks, I really haven't been stitching so much. Anxiety and feeling quite overwhelmed with stitching. Just it's been really hard to just get stuck in. And I reckon doing the whip parades just makes you want to work on everything, and then trying to decide which one is the number one choice is really tough. And then I made the video about the brand Oven. Oh my gosh, that made me want to start every kit I have by them. So it has not been easy. I'm actually looking forward to making a couple of smaller videos as well. I've been asked a few times to make some sort of saga video, like Cross Stitch Saga, which is a program that I like to use for stitching because I stitch a lot of Russian patterns and they always come with saga file. So I might do that, sort of like a fairly simple one, just to get you started. And and Lindsay from Blushing Pink Stitches just very recently made a video with her top 10 unicorn kits, which was great. So I am very tempted to make one like that. Except that I realized I don't really have many unicorns that I'm after. I mean, not actual unicorns, but kits that aren't being made anymore, out of print. So I don't know how it's gonna go with that then. I also very much have some Stitch With Me videos in plans. Just need to do them. That's it. Just need to do them. Right. So was there anything else before? I mean, there's already 13 minutes of talking before even getting to the first video. So how about I just send you off now to watch, and if I remember something else, I can always say it later on. So enjoy watching. I'll see you soon. Alrighty, the previous video has been uploaded, so let's do this again for this new one. So Garden Door by Dimensions, and I'm trying to work on every day to make sure I get it finished this year. And I've made some progress already since posting the video. I continued doing the back stitching and did the back stitching here. So let's have a quick look. Okay, so here is the top part, and this is all done. I think most of this is done, so it's just the top part. Of course, the back stitching missing because I haven't done the stitches here yet. And then towards the left, I'm a little bit nervous about going left because there's not much there, so it'll be much harder to get going with the stitching than it was on this side. But I am so excited about this part. I think it looks absolutely amazing. So I think I am going to start filling up now this area. Maybe I'll even move the fabric, because then I can even stitch here if I want to. Yeah, I might just as well do that. Make stitching easier for myself. Okay, but yep, that's the starting situation. Okay, so let's film this one as well. Again, the start. Gosh, look at it and I'm like, oh my gosh, there's so much to do. But I'll get there bit by bit. So last fortnight, I was mainly working here, then started going a bit this way, and worked on these flowers. I did this very small start of the Pawsome. So today I did the 100 stitches, which is great because I had missed a few days over the weekend. But I didn't remember to film this before I started, so here we are. I've done a little bit more of the Pawsome. I've filled this leaf, which is great. So I think that next I will be picking colors from the Pawsome and just keep on going, because why not? I might as well get some more of the Pawsome done. I think it would be really nice. In some way, I kind of hope to get to a spot where I've done a bit more here so that it's a little bit easier. And then I would like to do some extra stitches, kind of make up for the days I missed. Like, I'm not going to count how many days I missed or anything, because that's just too stressful. But just do some extra stitches here and there. Whee! I am very tempted to just like pick a color here and then do everything of the Pawsome that I can with that color. It is very, very tempting. Well, I can think about it, because I don't think I can see the whole Pawsome. I don't think it quite fits. No, it doesn't, because it does go further than this flower with the ears. So, but anyway, I could do something I can, and of course the paw comes down here as well. Look what. Okay. I'll think about it. And just wait a moment. I'm going to put this away, because the third thing I want to work on, oh dear, better not drop everything, is the sailing seagulls. Haven't touched it since I last showed it and took it off the Q-snap after getting this one done. But I think I'm now ready to put it back on the Q-snap and get back to working on it. I was looking at like which part to go, because I have half stitches to do here, so I could start coming down here. But I think I want this raft done, so I think I'm gonna go with the stitches here. Actually, it's a shame that these are not half stitches, these ones, because it would be so much quicker. But I think I'm gonna do the blues and whatever that come here, and then go to the browns and whatnot to get the raft done. And once that's done, then I might go fill up that area and go up here and leave this seagull last. Just do everything around it. I don't know, does that sound like a good idea? Well, as I decided it, surely it is a good idea. Oh, and I need to show one more birthday stitchy goodie present that I got from my friend Amanda. I got another meal. That is very exciting. That is a nice ladybug. And nice that it's also a small one, because I don't have any other small ones at the moment, because I just keep stitching them as it when I get some. So this will definitely be the one that comes out when I'm like, I don't know what to stitch today. So then I'll probably grab this and get it done. Lots of black beads on this one. The colors look great. What a nice combination. What other little things? Oh, those must be for oh, they go here, the big black beads. Interesting. Okay, I have to put the seagulls on the Q-snap now and do 100 stitches. It's 8:30, April 1st. Yeah, let's get stitching. Oh my goodness, I got another birthday surprise in the mail today from my friend Amy. Look what she sent me. Ah! Oh my god, I have so wanted this kit. It is so me, isn't it? And of course, just in case if you have forgotten, it's an RTO kit. It's called Pink Fog M987. Oh my gosh, it is just so beautiful. I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. Oh my gosh. Oh, what a great start for the day, because this morning I was a little bit fearing again how the day's gonna go, and that I'm gonna be a bit stressed today. But this has totally changed how my day's gonna go, I think. I even got up and did some dishwashing, which I don't do very often. I feel so good about it. Even changed the water for the bunch of flowers that I got on Sunday, so I'm feeling pretty good this morning. I've done some things, so that's great. Great. But my goodness, this is so beautiful. I don't know what it is about these foggy ones that I like, but I love them. And these flowers always so remind me of Finland, so. Oh, it's so lovely. Thank you so much, Amy. Thank you. Of course, I forgot to show the back. I mean, look at the colors. Wow. Such pretty greens. And then some beautiful pinks there. And it comes with white Ada. Let's have a look which one. Oh, 14 count Ada. And then the usual needle chart. All the rest of it. Oh, these look so pretty. It is so lovely. Oh, I am excited to announce that this is now over 70% done. Yay! That's been nice to work on this area. I just keep picking whatever color is the leftmost and then just keep going until I run out of the thread on the needle and then pick the next one. I absolutely can't wait to get the water and the raft done. Gosh, it always feels so good when you manage to complete something. Makes you even more enthusiastic about working on it and getting it done. But it still feels like the finish is so far away. Well, I reckon I will next work on the garden door, do my 100 stitches on that, and then move on to the possum. I was thinking we'd have another look at where I'm at with these projects. Today's the Thursday, 3rd of April, 20 to 7 in the evening. I've had a pretty bad day today. I slept badly, and I feel like when you're tired, then it's like everything gets just worse, and but I've tried to make an effort, do my 100 stitch bits for these projects, and then I'm gonna see what I'll do next. But I am starting to feel more comfortable with the possum now. I moved the fabric a little bit so that I have a bit more space, like this here where I really want to stitch. So I was able to go and fill up little bits here, and I can then do the paws as well once I get to it. But it's really nice to have some more of the possum done. Like that is making me very happy, and also starting to get a little bit out here. It's just making it just so much nicer. I was already looking at what have I stitched there, but it's the needle minders. I think it's looking really good. So, because I was having a little bit of trouble stitching this one recently, but yep, now it seems like I'm getting over that, or through the bottleneck, and getting a bit easier. I am very happy about that. I feel like in the last fortnight I was so keen to work on the garden door, but now that one is in a bit of an awkward spot. So maybe this one is the one I'll end up working a bit more on. So I don't know, but let's have a look at the, oh, wait a minute. So this is now at 36.1%. And here is the garden door. I think I did already show that I moved the fabric. So I'll definitely be working on the top here, and today I decided to start working on this one and did this top part. So what I am actually thinking about is going ahead and stitching more of this color, because it would give this side like a really good like base where to then stitch everything else from. I'm now at 45.4%. God, I can't wait to get to 50. So here is the cross stitch saga file. So everything pink I have already stitched, and the dark pink is the same as the purple color here. So that is that color, this color. So today I stitched that bit up there. So I go, wait a minute, keep focusing. So I could go down there, and then it's like a little bit scraggly thing there, but kind of would be nice to stitch all that. There's 1,514 stitches left in this color. Doesn't look like that much, does it? But it is a lot of stitches. Like, I can't believe it. Then again, I think it may count some of these as well as double, because this is like the close-up area of this here. It's because there's lazy daisies and whatnot, so it has been done here as separate as well. So I'll have to remember then to mark things off here as well as I keep stitching them here. Yeah. So it really wouldn't be a bad idea. I mean, the main thing is, which is always silly, but I'm sure I'm not the only one here, that it just means that I would need to move the fabric more often. And I feel like most of us must be very lazy to move the fabric, or move the Q-snap, whichever way you want to say it. Because it's like you're getting into a nice spot. It's like, oh, it just feels so lazy to take it out and then put it back in. Even though it certainly doesn't take more than 2 minutes to do. But somehow it becomes this big problem. But if I did that, I think this would be great. So I guess you'll see next time when I bring this out if I've done that, or if I have just kept stitching, whatever. I mean, it's not like this isn't like a great bit to start stitching. So I don't know. But gosh, I so want to get this done. Got some extra bit of that color there, ready for some more stitching. I guess while I'm here, I haven't done the 100 on the sailing seagulls yet, but I did finish the back stitching here, because I filmed it. Didn't I film some? Well, you know, because you will have just watched it before this. But last night I was redoing this half stitching here because I had to take it off. I can't remember what I did wrong there, but anyway. And I filled up the piece here and then did whatever bits here. So that is very exciting. Let me see, where am I at with this one? 77.4%. So looking at my saga file there, lots of half stitching to do here, which I reckon I'll take it off the Q-snap now, move it to the that way, yeah, and do this lot of half stitches here, and then I can get on with the seagull. Yeah, so you can see here this area is the half stitches, because on saga half stitches are always marked like that, where there's like just a sliver, and the 4 crosses are the squares, like here, full color squares, if that makes sense. So this is the whole thing. So I have done quite a bit. It's really nice to see that it's just that bit now left to do, which really doesn't look that bad. Gosh, I so want this one done too. I'm really wanting some finishes now, because I'm very excited like about that new RTO kit, some of the mill hills. Okay, I can't start any mill hills now because I have a couple on the go, but I really want to finish some of these other things. Okay, I'll get it open there. I'll put case file back on, and I am going to get on with this one. I haven't bothered putting the threads I'm using for this one back while using, so the desk is a bit of a mess all the time with all the blues here, and I'll need some of the greys as well for them. I don't even put them back into my holder because I can't be bothered winding the thread back, so I just leave them there in the pile. And I love this card from my friend Arno. I really love it there. It makes me happy when I see that. So, okay, let's get on with this one. Get it closer to a finish. I want it finished this month. That's for sure. Hello. I thought I would come and talk to you a little bit. But God, I still keep having a red stuff. Anyway, I've had a shower. Trying to get back to life a bit. I've been absolutely falling in pieces the last 2 days. Just worrying, and struggling to get out of bed, because being there under the covers feels like the only safe place sometimes. Like when you just need to get away from the world, it's like, that feels like a safe place, you know, all soothing and whatnot. So, but this morning, like, I woke up way too early and worried, made myself very tired, then went back to bed, and thought when I woke up like 11:30, I thought, yeah, okay, maybe it's time to start winning in life again. just try and be a little bit braver. So I started with the shower, because shower never fails at making you feel at least a little bit better, and that it definitely has done. I'm definitely feeling a bit better. And it's funny that, like, sometimes, you know, when you've been feeling really sad or miserable or thingy, you end up feeling like, now I'm going to do everything. I'm gonna change things. I'm gonna start exercising. I'm gonna be cooking. No food will get wasted because I'm just gonna sort it all out. And what? And then, of course, stitch related. It's like I am going to get my whiplays down. I'm gonna just stitch them. I'm gonna get finishes. I'm just gonna stitch. I'm gonna stitch and not stop. I'm just gonna get them done. And the funny thing is about that, like, I mean, I'm sure I could get a few finishes done. But the thing is that, you know, you pick up your stitching, you know, you go crazy, you know, a couple of hours, and you look at it and it's like, I barely made progress. You know, there's so much left. And it's like that plan just starts just going down and just disappearing. It's like, okay, I might not be able to just get the whiplash, you know, smaller. Like, can't it be faster? I want to get things done. I mean, I still daydream of getting my whip mounting down to 50. Because that would be amazing. But that would mean no new starts in like forever. And it would mean me not worrying about life so much so that I could get stitching done. That I am not sure if I can do. Because surely things will change to better if I just keep worrying. Because otherwise they won't, right? I know rationally it like makes no sense, but when did anxiety ever make sense to anyone? Because it doesn't. It really doesn't. So I'm thinking, need a trip to supermarket, just for a couple of things. So we're still living on like Costco chickens because they're so cheap and delicious. Gosh. I wonder when Paul finally finds work if we'll be avoiding those chickens for a while. But I don't know, they're such good value though. And look at me being all optimistic that the day will come when there's work again, because I keep telling, you know, him, like, there'll never be work, there'll never be work. So, only need an onion and some garlic, because I have leftovers of a big pumpkin that I started using up, so I'm gonna make some pumpkin soup. And then it's stitchy time. I have been working really hard on the sailing seagulls. This is how the second one is looking. I am done with all the house stitches. I've done all of them. I cannot believe it. Okay, let me just, yeah, I'm not prepared again. Let me open my cross stitch saga, because that's of course where I'm at 92.5%. Yeah, so yeah, I'm done with all the half stitches and quarter stitches. It had quarter stitches. I can't remember where they are anymore. Of the cross stitches, I have 134 left, which is not bad. Then I have tons of back stitching. I think it's like 550 back stitches. But they are just totally different. They're much quicker to do and more fun. So the hardest thing is that the stuff that is left is like white or white blend. It's like a blend of white and like almost white. You know, like the white that has the tiniest hint of like blue or grey. Pretty much the same thing, but almost. I think I actually, yeah, I did do the stitching on this. So if I wanted to do a little bit of back stitching to start with, just to cheer myself up even more, I mean, I could start here, but my goodness, I can't wait to get this finished. In the last, like this month, I have done like 1400 stitches, like in the last 4 days, which for me is a lot because it's not the only whip that I work on, and worrying takes a lot of my time. So I am pretty thrilled. Okay. I think I am going to get whatever blend is left because I know I have, okay, what do I have left? I have 3 colors left, like 1 plain color and 2 blends. So I might do the blends just to get them out of the way because they are the most annoying ones, and then finish off with 415, which is a light gray. I can do that. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. I'll come back later and show where I've gotten to with this seagull. I hope I have a finish to show, because I'm not sure there's any point in showing that I got all the cross stitches done, because it'll still pretty much look like this. Maybe a little bit of shadow grey somewhere, but that's about it. So I think today I am just going to work on this one. I'm going to skip the other 2. I'll show a little bit of this because I moved the fabric. So much is wide. But I wanted to get down here because I had already done some of this bit, so I wanted to start doing this color that I told you about, and I got started with it, so that's pretty good. I'm happy about that. Okay, talk to you later. Woo, I have a finish, I have a finish. Oh my gosh, I thought I would never get there. Like I said, this has been a bit harder than I thought it would be. I think because it had like a zillion half stitches to get through, and of course it had a lot of back stitching. I mean, I love back stitching, but this one wasn't my favorite one to back stitch because they were very, very bitty. That's only way I can explain it. And I'm never that keen on white back stitching. But here it is, so look a bit closer. So here's the raft and the water, and the first one of the seagulls and the second one. Very cool. And the flag, which looks like a t-shirt to me though, tied as a flag. And it is completely finished. So the exciting thing is that because this was the from my Etsy box, it gets to come out now and go to the bin. Okay, how far does that tape go? Okay, that is off to the bin. So the really exciting thing was that I got to take my Etsy projects box to Paul, and he picked another project. So what he first actually picked was one that I already have as a whip, because I my original plan was that I will add to the box also the projects that are already WIPs, so that little by little I can get all Etsy stuff done, and I will always have one on the go. But I did not feel like working on that one because it was the knitting moomin that I worked on a bit not that long ago. There is an awful lot of that to do. I did not feel like taking that on. I wanted a new start. So plan changed. So I'm only doing new starts, and the existing Etsy WIPs can just go get done whenever they get done. So then he picked this one. He was like, what is that? But I knew immediately which one it was, and I am going to put this here now to join my bobbin start, which will be forever before I get it done because it's the pea one, sweet pea branch. But this one is that. Oh, isn't it awesome? Gosh, I bought that in 2021, and it's actually a pattern that I wanted to stitch for Paul, so maybe make a card or something. Wait, I was going to stitch it on plastic canvas and maybe make it into a magnet, but I do not want to start looking for my plastic canvas because I have no idea where it is. So I am stitching it on just Ada, and let me have a quick look. So this pattern, it has one of these long names, and it is by Millie Cross Stitch, if you happen to want to stitch it. So yeah, I think I can actually go to the side so you can see it, as it's like I would be on the fridge as a magnet, which is great. Any other pictures? Oh dear, looks so cute. Oh dear, great pictures. It just looks really fun. And to my delight, yeah, it came as a saga file as well, so easy to get going. And I have already started it. This is my tiny start, the pink stuff there. So I might just do it color at a time because this is not big. Oops, went to the wrong one. So altogether it's 1,475.5 stitches. So it just cross stitches and back stitch. 1,169 cross stitches. So that is not a bad one. So it's already a 3.25 and I barely gotten started. So let me just put this away. Here's my little start. So I'm stitching it on, I found this smallish piece of sparkly light blue Ada, and I figured why not? I think that'll look good on anything. So maybe it's like a star that can be on a sparkly fabric. So here we go. And because it's all backstitch anyway, so the colors don't have to like stand out crazy much or anything. So I'm very excited, so happy to have a finish. But of course my WIP pile is not any smaller since I did a new start immediately. Tomorrow I'm going to get back to stitching garden door and Pawsome again, 100 a day, but tonight I'm just going to enjoy working on this one. Get a good start on it, why not? Now that I'm looking at it, I reckon I might do the yellow area there the, what do you call it? Is it a hi-hat? I don't know. So I might keep going with this, even though I am almost out of 317. I think I'll stitch with whatever I have here, and then go to the yellows and just do that one. Okay. And look at this. Here we go. I actually have a finish. I ended up working on this yesterday whenever I could stitch, because I was a bit stressing, of course. And this morning I had just a couple of smaller areas to fill and then finish the back stitching, and that was the last bit I did. It was charted as yellow, but I went with the black because I just thought it looked better, at least on this fabric and whatnot. I am pretty happy with it. I think it looks great. It's a weird looking character. So is this finish number 10 for this year? Oh, nice and small. So Paul's been out looking for more work this morning, and he popped here just as I had finished this, and I got him to pick the next project from the box. So get to take this down. Oh dear, it certainly didn't stay there for very long. Oh, let me just get rid of that. And this is what I picked next. I was like, what is that? Didn't ring a bell at all. So I went to Etsy, because I'm glad I wrote the purchase date on all of these so that I can easily find the pattern. And I'm sure that there's at least a couple of you maybe who recognize the name, because you know the designer's patterns much better than I do. It is a pattern by Teresa Kogert. And it looks like that. So that's another chicken one for me to stitch now. That is awesome. It is. I am really enjoying this. Starting sort of these random things, like I don't have to wait for them to call my name or anything. It's like it's in my Etsy box. It gets called. I'm just gonna stitch it. Some of them might take longer than others. I believe this was one of the patterns that she created during COVID time to help the needle workshops. That there were like certain needle workshops that then got the proceeds maybe from the specific patterns, because I did stitch one of them already. Let me see if that was was that the one that was here? No, but there's another one that I have bought, but it was a little goat that I stitched. So now it's time to stitch this one. So I'm just gonna get the PDF out and take a screenshot so that I can have it on the iPad, make it easier to stitch. And I guess I have to find some fabric for it now. So excited to get it started. Well, I have a very tiny start on the chicken, and I know there's a little blotch on this fabric, but that's because I bought it on very nice discount from Daisy Chain, because when Teresa has a fabric that has a little mistake or some sort, like on the other side, it actually would have been even smaller, but somehow I ended up coming this up. I'm gonna stitch over it, so it really doesn't matter. Yeah, when she has a fabric that has some sort of mistake, she always sells those with a nice discount. So I once picked this up at a retreat, Very pretty fabric, and I thought it would be nice for this pattern. Yeah, so I got a little start, which made me happy. Then I ended up napping because I'm just not sleeping well enough, so but a nap was good. And I wanted to show, because I got some stitchy mail today. I got one more birthday present. Another new project bag. Oh my god, look, look at that fabric. Isn't that fabric amazing? It's like the kiddies at the cinema watching a scary movie there. Maybe this is one of those crafty movie sessions, because she has knitting needles. Oh, this is just amazing. Thank you very much, Amanda, for this. And of course, for Narelle for sewing it. Yeah, really, really fun fabric. God, I do actually have some really nice patterns with cats. I think as soon as I start one of those, it will get to be in this bag. But now I'm like, what do I stitch now? I feel a bit bad that I haven't touched Garden Gate in like 3 days. Or the Pawsome probably 4 days. I think it might be time to get back to those. Give them at least 100 stitches. Yeah, because I did really well earlier today. But I've gone back to on the worry road. So I need to make an effort and do some stitching. So this has had no progress since I last showed it. So I know I have one strand of the color here on the side. So I'm going to put that on the needle and add some more of that. And then see if I do continue with the same color, going for like everything in that. Or should I stitch with some other color for a little bit? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? I guess it is just how, I don't know, how things just happen to work out at that moment. Okay. Back here at the stitching studio, as it always feels like, welcome back to the studio. But the next video is, I was working on the first one of April Whipco projects, which was the woolly jumpers by Heritage Stitchcraft, and I realized that I had forgotten to film the start. Yes, which was a bit unfortunate, so I am sorry. It might feel a little bit confusing. It's like, well, what has she actually been stitching? But so the goal for this one has been 1,000 stitches, and I decided to just work on the green grass. I don't think I had stitched any of it like underneath the lamb, so whatever I stitched there is what I have stitched this month. So off you go, and I'll see you back here soon. You know what I said last time about like how there seems to be a theme for each fortnight? It's proving true again, because it's now been a week since I posted my last video, and I feel like this week has been again so different when it comes to stitching, because like previously I was doing a lot on the garden door and working the 100 a day and that sort of things, and now I'm barely touching them because I have been working on the Etsy projects and got one of those finished, and then started another one and finished that, and then started another one, and it would be so fun to keep going with those. really, there's just so many whips calling my name. And another thing I'm working on, well, especially today and started last night, is starting to get those whip go goals. So last night and today I've been working on the woolly jumpers, working on that green blend, and look how much I've already done. I am amazed how much green I've been doing here. That is wonderful, and the lamb looks so good now with so much green around him. Oh dear, gosh, it is so hard to be awake. Like, I keep wanting to escape to bed all the time, or just go there just to feel comfortable. But I'm not at full anxiety today, so I'm trying to keep stitching. I'm really trying to take advantage of any better mood. Like yesterday was a fairly good day, which was great. I even had felt hopeful, for a change after quite a while of not feeling that at all. So I'm trying. It's looking really good. I was chatting about this with my friend Amy, and she suggested, do a few strands of the green and then do a little bit on the white and everything. And I was going to do that, like if I start feeling totally burnt out. But yeah, I actually have just kept going. I don't know why sometimes I can do some block stitching and sometimes not. Who knows? But I think it's looking really good. I'm really chuffed. I'm really, really chuffed. So I've done 755 stitches. So 245 to go. Wow, that feels pretty good. In this area, there's actually only this triangle left of the green on this side. So I think once I'm done with that, I reckon I'll then stitch something here to get the full 1,000. Missing a couple of stitches here and a couple of stitches here, so I might fill up those as well. I can't tell you, I'm so excited. I really am so excited. So I think with the daily 100, because I've been working a lot of extra on the garden door anyway. So if I need a little break while I'm working on these other things, I'm okay with that. I'll get back to it soon enough. Oh dear. Yep, I better continue stitching. It's just so nice to share sometimes when feeling happy about something. Okay, so it is now later in the day. It is 9:15 p.m. in 8th of April. I reached my goal already. Got 1,000 stitches done. I can't believe it. It is such a nice pattern. So here it is. This is how it's looking at the moment. My goodness, there's still a lot to stitch. And now it makes more sense that it is now 25.9% done, because it is pretty much like a 1/4 done. Oh, I can't believe how quickly it did go stitching a lot of the green. I think the green that I said was 800 stitches. All this way bottom and here. And well, then I did actually fill those few stitches that were not done here. And then stitch some more here, got this blend out. And yeah, worked on the big sheep a little bit more. I'm so happy that one of the whip goals is done now. But the second one is Tree of Magic. I am so dreading it. That will be a lot harder than this one was. I think I may have to try and do the 100 stitches a day on the Tree of Magic. Oh, yeah, that's gonna be tough. Anyway, there's still plenty of the month left, and since one is already done, you know, I don't exactly have to stress about it. No, just have to see what I'm gonna stitch tonight. I might actually put Tree of Magic on the Q-snap and have a look sort of where I want to get started. But oh boy, I'm happy about this one. So I've been sitting here for a little bit looking at my whip list. I just counted my whips because I wasn't sure where it's at the moment, because I keep finishing stuff and adding to the list. So 91. Wow, that's a lot of whips. That is an awful lot of whips. And of course, you know, I had two very recent finishes, and they don't count at all to, like, sorry, they didn't make my whip number go down at all, because whenever I finish one of these Etsy ones, I start a new one. So now I'm like, I don't want to work on the latest one, the penny zinnias, because it will not make my number go down at all. So I want to work on something else so that I can get it off the list. I mean, I could finish some fairly quickly from the ones that I started in February to get the 50 before 50 done. But I'm not quite, I think, well, I could work on them. Let's just put it that way. But I do have my focus whips for this year, the oldest ones that I really would like to work on. I mean, I've had one gun, like one has been UFO. Then I finished one, which was the Black Cat, but that's it. Everything else is still on the list. I think if I just really concentrated and just, I don't know, I could make some difference. I mean, I've made some good progress on the garden door. Just need to get back into it. I think maybe tonight, I don't know, should I just take Pawsome and work on that? No, I think I feel like watching something while stitching today, so that means paper pattern. And maybe it is one of these after all. Okay, I'll think about it. Gosh. So many good options. Like, I want to work on just about everything at the moment. They're all really awesome whips, and it'd be so great to make some more progress on them. Okay. I need to think about this a little bit more. Yes, Pawsome is back after all, because I realize I haven't worked on it at all in April. I am actually a bit shocked. I thought that I had. Oh, no, never mind. I have actually worked on it. First, second, and third, but not for the last 5 days. Oh. So I am gonna just, I already picked a podcast, so I'm gonna listen to that and work on some grey. Here is the plan. So hopefully do as much as I can, unless I get a bit overwhelmed of which direction to go, but it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter which direction, as long as I just keep stitching. Oh my gosh, look how much there's still left to stitch. Oh, so much. so much. But I'm gonna have this here on the screen. I'm at 36.14%. And I still have 10,227 stitches left to finish this. My goodness. That is a lot. But I better get started. Don't want to waste any more time. Oh wow, there's a fair bit of progress on this one, isn't there? So I worked on it last night and today, and I added like 700 and something stitches to it. I am, I am very happy. Very happy. You can really start seeing now the shape of the possum, and of course there are eyes. I thought I would get the eyes done so that there's a bit more connection to it. But yeah, I did awful lot of this grey here, then grabbed the black and did that, and then added some white and the brown that was just in the eyes. I was going to start working on the nose a bit as well, but my belly just keeps hurting tonight. I don't know what's going on. It's like going in waves every now and then. It's like, oh, it's finally gone. Maybe I should now stitch, and then it starts again, and I don't feel like stitching. So, but anyway, I did all those days because I had missed what did I say, 5 days. So I did all of those plus yesterday, 100 for yesterday and 100 for today. So I'm all caught up in the 100 a day stitching. I am just so happy that got so much done. Like sometimes it really does amaze me because I really can't pull big numbers a day. I just can't. I'm just not that kind of stitcher really. I can't do it. So I'm very, very happy with that. I think I might have to put it away now since I've really stalled and pick another one. I think it's time to add some stitches to garden gate. Garden door, not garden gate, because I have both. So, yay! Oh, it is now 10:15 in the evening, and my belly has still been aching. Having a little break from it now, so I'm actually trying to do something. And I thought, well, I'm in pain already. You know, how about I put this on a Q-snap now and see if I can start working on the 1,000 stitches. My goodness, I am not looking forward to it. Which sucks because it looks so nice. It really looks so nice. And at least I already have some bits started here, so I'm not even starting the area like from scratch. I don't know. At some point, I know this is I'm going to enjoy this more. It's just difficult at the moment because it's been waiting for such a long time to be worked on, and I can do it. I can do it. But yeah, I think any stitches on this will be great. Oh, I just hope that the belly pain doesn't come back. Alright, thank goodness the pain hasn't come back. And I've done the first 180 stitches. Yay! Woo-woo! That's almost 1/5 of my Whipco goal done. Yay! God, so happy about that. Been just listening to podcasts and yeah, picking a colour at a time and just trying to do as much as I can. Whatever I pick the yellow and now be working on the green, and there's still a fair bit more green left, but I reckon I might just pick some other colour and keep adding to it. Just feels good to get it started. But I feel like I want to work on something else now, but I'm not sure what. Maybe pennies in ears. Just work on that before I head to bed. I'm still waiting just to see that the pain doesn't come back, so that when I go to bed I can fall asleep. Okay. Good job on the possum. Good job on the tree of magic. That is just awesome. Oh dear, my hair is looking a bit wild. What time is it? It's past 10 though. 10:30. Oh boy, today was a bit of an anxious day. Because, well, many things anyway. As usual, I'm full of causes of anxiety at all times. But, what got me not so good tonight was, God, come on, you know how to talk. At the next retreat, organized by the Stitchy group, we're doing an exchange, and I need to stitch a bookmark for it. I feel really stressed about it. I keep thinking like I need to pick the most perfect image for it. That will somehow be this magnificent bookmark. At the same time, I'm absolutely terrified of stitching something that the recipient will not like. But I don't even know who's gonna pick my swap, so it's impossible to know if somebody will like it. But it feels terrifying. Like, I finally figured out what size pattern I need, like what size bookmark I want to make. And I started looking at the patterns and trying to figure it out, and I got nowhere. Like, nothing felt like this is it. Because that's what I would want. I would want something to just really just feel, you know, that feels right. That's the one I want to do. That was not happening. And I got more and more and more and more anxious, fearing that I'll be utter failure at this and just going to be awful. That the person, it's like in my mind's eye, I can already see the person opening the package and looking like, oh, this kind of bookmark, like, right. But I can't do anything about it. I can't do anything about it. I should just concentrate on stitching something I'll enjoy stitching. And that's it. That's all I can do. But the nice thing was, Paul took me for a long drive tonight. It was really nice to just be there, sit in the car, look at people and shops and all the pretty lights outside restaurants and whatnot. I always love doing that. And when we came back, my chest wasn't so tight anymore and I felt a lot better, which was great. So, feeling a little bit overwhelmed just with a lot of things. Nothing new there. And tonight I just wasn't quite sure what I was going to stitch. I decided to just skip the regular things that I've been working on. I feel a bit bad now about not working on the garden door, but I knew that I would slow down when it's that empty, the area. I knew that would happen, so it just goes as it goes, you know. So I picked something else to stitch, and I have something else to show you, so let's have a look. I'll turn this around. So when you're not quite sure what to stitch, then you pick a mill because they're so good and fiddly, so you might as well work on these while waiting for something else to call your name. And also, I received another birthday gift from a very long time subscriber. Yeah, You know who you are. Thank you very much. Because she ordered for me a stitching frame to use with the mill hills. I mean, look at how nice and sparkly it is. Can't maybe quite, well, I mean, you can see some of the sparkle there. So that's nice. Very pretty. And it's made here in Australia, sold by Paddock Lane Designs, and it is very nice to get to use it now. Like, I've only used it for a little bit. Like, I've stitched just this off-white here and a bit up there. So far it's going well. It'll take a little while to get used to holding this, but it's definitely nicer than holding onto the perforated paper. So we'll see how I go. Definitely going to keep practicing with it and see how it works out. But gosh, look at that sparkle. Yeah, thank you so very much for this. Very excited to try it. Oh, so I think I'm just gonna keep doing a bit of slow stitching. This particular kit still feels a little overwhelming for me. And I keep struggling to pick which parts to stitch. So now that I've picked at least that color, why not just continue here while it lasts in this rectangle. Little by little, every time I make just a little bit of progress, so it'll get done someday. Oh. Gosh, I really can't wait for life to turn better again. It's very, very tiring how this year has been. I'm glad there's been some like really, really nice spots. I really thank you all for those, because you have so helped me keep going and keep stitching and whatnot to try and get through this difficult period. And so thank you so much. Like, I really mean it. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm gonna put Death in Paradise on again. I'm on to the last season now, which is also a bit sad. but there's only so many episodes to watch in different series. I'm gonna enjoy this sparkle and keep stitching. Okay, so I think I did a little bit more here on this one, but then I went back to this rectangle that is a bit of a nightmare one for me, and I added more beads, did the corn and a little bit of back stitching as well is there, and I think I did all the regular cross stitches that I'm missing. Also added some more of these green beads. I think they are all done now, and added some other these different kinds of green beads there, but these are really just difficult to find from the bag. Like, even when I pour them out, somehow I just can't spot them in the mix very well, because when they turn on their, like on its end, it looks copper, because it's like copper on the inside, and it's not like a strong green when it's the other way around either, so it's a little bit difficult. So that's it. That's all I can be doing. And as the plan is, I'm using my new birthday gift to hold my meal hills. I'm putting the things into the pockets. It's not very great one-handed, so yeah. So both the perforated paper, the stitching sections are hidden under here, and then the zipper pocket holds the threads, the beads and the buttons and the pen. Cause I feel like I can't talk tonight. I still don't feel like going to bed now, but yeah, I had enough. I can only work for a short time on this one. I really don't know what it is. So I'll see if I find something else that I can get into. Because it's like I want to work on paper pattern whip again so that I can keep watching that show. Gosh, I don't know. Why does it feel so difficult at the moment again? But it doesn't have to be. Just need to find something I want to stitch. That's it. That's all I need. Alright, I'm not doing very well with filming at the moment. I either keep forgetting or I'm not feeling the best and then just grab the Pawsome to work on that and end up not filming, like starting or whatnot. So how about we catch up a little bit? Today is Saturday, April 12th, 6:30 p.m. I had a stitching meetup today and I worked on the Pawsome there as well a bit. And here it is at the moment. Woohoo! I am so happy with how much progress I've made on this one. Yeah, really it's funny that like in my last video, like the last Flosstube video, I worked so much on the garden door and now that's been sort of left to the side because I just finding it a bit overwhelming at the moment to work on it. And I've been working on this one instead, but I mean, it really doesn't matter, does it? So it is now 45.82% done, so not even halfway. Like, I can't believe it. It's like, sometimes it just feels like, what do I need to do to get to 50%? It's like, how much more do I need to stitch? But the thing is that, yeah, there's a really big tail underneath here and everything, so there's quite a bit to stitch. But I am so happy with where I've gotten it to now. It was just so nice, like having the eyes there was really great, and then that sort of made it more interesting to start adding more sort of to go around it kind of thing. Then doing a bit of the nose, and today I did a bit more of the ears as well, so there's a bit more of that color. Also tried to fill up a bit here and the paw to make it a bit more full coverage there. So there's still quite a few empty areas, but I'll slowly get there. I did fill up also the flowers up here, so they are done too. It's looking really good. I so badly want it finished. Like seriously, I want it finished. But yesterday I did 439 stitches, and today at the meetup I did 220, which was pretty good. But I'm trying to stitch a little bit more at the meetups now as well. Sort of try and stress a bit less about needing to talk all the time, or that it's okay if it gets quiet sometimes and whatnot. I'm trying to stitch and just chill out a bit more. And I'm really happy because I made a chocolate banana cake to take with me, and everybody really liked it, so that made me so happy. It is such a good cake. I've made it so many times, but now I really want to stitch the rest of the evening. I am still struggling to pick what, because there's just too many directions I could go to, and I think I'm just overthinking it, because I'm still thinking, well, should I stitch the new start so I could finish some? And yeah, still the same thoughts. I kind of feel bad if I'm not working on the pre-2022 whips, because they are the focus ones and I would love to finish some, but they're taking a long time to get anywhere. And I want finishes. I want to be in the finishing frenzy zone, because it's very exciting. It's so nice to get finishes. And I really do want the whip numbers down, and they're not going anywhere at the moment. So maybe I just need to just look at the list and just see what is calling my name. Just stitch anything. It really doesn't matter. That's always the most important, just that there's some stitching happening. Okay, I'll think about it, yeah, because I do think I need a little break from this now. I pushed myself a fair bit to work on it, so let's see. I'll be back soon. I think I'm just gonna work on this one a little bit, because it still needs to be worked on to get my mania goal done. I mean, I still need to do like 724 stitches. Wow. Okay, that's a fair bit. So I'm gonna put a podcast on, I think, and while I listen to one episode of that, I'm gonna work on this and see what I get done. I mean, whatever I get done, it's progress, so it will be great. I'll be back in an hour or so. We'll have a look where I am. And I'm back. Well, you can certainly see that there's some difference. I finished the green, which were these bits. Then grabbed the next color, which was the orangey, reddish orangey thing. And of course did the squirrel and the bits there and the flowers. The next color would have been a sort of peachy orangey color, so I wanted to just grab a bit of the dark brown and hit the eye and started stitching the key. That's when the podcast finished, and the thread finished and the needle as well. That was perfect. So I'm now at 493 stitches out of the 1,000. That is the whip go goal. So I did 217 while listening to that podcast. I am actually pretty damn happy with that one, because I think the podcast was an hour and a bit. Yeah, I think once I get past 500, I'm gonna feel a lot better about stitching it. I always have the same panic somehow, like I can't do it, I won't be able to do it. Always the same stress. So just have to just chill out. My goodness, I know it. You all know it. But yes, I need to actually do it. But yeah, I'm so happy I stitched some more of this. Now it's 8 o'clock and I need to pick something else to stitch, because I don't think I want to stitch any more of this. This one has to be in bits. But I do like the way it looks though. It's very nice. I really do like this, like the cat and these yellow, whatever they are, mushrooms or whatnot behind there. They look really good. Hey, look which whip is back. Yes, it is the, wait, Among Black Cats. That's the name of the pattern. I am not going to go digging through the bag there to find the cover picture, because I mean you can pretty much see what it's going to be like. If you haven't seen this one before, it has a printed background, so I have needed to stitch the cat on the bed. Last time when I had this out, to my absolute amazement, I got the cat done. Still don't know how that happened, but the rest is very blocky, and that is very struggle heavy for me. I think when I last had it out, I did the leg and And then did a little bit of the edges here so that when I start stitching, I don't have to count so much. So I have, yeah, here as well. So I can start filling up some areas. So every now and then I just really want to get this out and add some more of the bulk stitching. And I got to the end of Death in Paradise now. I am very sad about it because I was really enjoying watching it. Like really enjoying it. So I'm quite sad that it now ended. I mean, I'm sure they're making new episodes, but I've watched what I can now. So, I went through some of the shows on BritBox to try and pick something else to watch next, and I went for Professor T. So I'm watching the first episode of that, and of course the Professor T was actually first one of the inspectors who was in Death in Paradise in season 1. So that's a nice way to go about it. Anyway, I am going to put this on a Q-snap, and I think I'm just gonna start stitching probably white or a blend. I don't know which one I'm needing. Whichever is the furthest to the left, I'm gonna pick that and just get into it. And just enjoy watching the show tonight and stitching some more of this. I am so wanting this one to finish. Like, I would so love to get it done, but it will take a while because it takes forever for me to stitch these areas. Oh, so blocky. Okay, it is almost midnight. I'm ready to go to bed, and I am so chuffed with how much I managed to do, like this whole lot here. I am so happy about that. Okay, I think I had done that bit already, but I did all the white and I did all the grey. Even though it looks like so little now that I'm showing, but I was just so happy with what I managed to do. Oh, just like filled up almost 2 of the lots that I had sorted out, and there's a little bit more of the grey. Oh, I'm just so happy. It looks good, and I so want to start doing a bit of the back stitching already in here, but I am so ready for bed now. But yeah, this was a really nice end to the day. Super happy I got some of this stitched. It's like it's getting smaller. And then of course I have still the other side as well, but I don't care. The more I get done, the closer it's to finish. Yay! Okay, now I just have to hope that I have a good night. I've been seeing such anxious dreams every night and waking up feeling absolutely miserable. So, here's hoping for a good night. See you tomorrow. Well, it has been another day of not so much stitching, but okay, I have a cat hair there. But I did do some of the back stitching here, and I've gone with the grey all the way this top, so I am very excited. I think I did add some black as well down there. Okay, so that's not too bad, but it's been another day. I found it so difficult just to get anything done. I've decided that next week will have to be a better one. I want to get more out of life at the moment, so I need to make an effort. So next here is the blend, the same blend as here, and so I started here, so grey and white, and then the bottom part will be white. Oh, what exciting stitching ahead. But I'm just gonna keep watching Professor T and just work on this. I don't really feel like picking anything else tonight, and as I feel like just watching something, might as well just work on whatever paper pattern whip that I have. And so I'm choosing to keep working on this one. must say it was so nice to do that little bit of back stitching, that leaf on that. I'll get to do some more on the other side, but I think there's no more leaves on this side. Damn. Oh, I so wish that this was already fully stitched so that I could just do all the back stitching. That would be so nice. Maybe I need to reward myself a little bit and do some back stitching, because there's like stripes that go here and okay, I'll think about it. But it's looking really good. Okay, here again. So are you ready now for those 5 random finishes that I fished out from under the bed? Because I am ready to show them. So this first one I have actually wanted to show for quite a while, because my stitchy friend Lada, that is your name, is that how you pronounce it? From Indonesia, who I'm friends with on Instagram. She has wanted to see this one for ages now, because it is by Maria Demina. Is that her name? Gosh, it's been so long since I last named her. Her business name is Little Room in the Attic. And she certainly makes some very nice patterns. And here is one that I have stitched by her. And I think it looks amazing. This one, I think, has been my favorite one to do backstitching on. I mean, you know, I do love my backstitching. It is so fun. And on this one, I felt like I was painting with the thread, like doing some with 1 and 2 and 3, I think, strands, and it just looked so beautiful. And it has some sparkly Krynic, I think, and I love that tail. Doesn't that look so beautiful? And the colors are wonderful. I thought that it looked so beautiful. Still a big fan of this one. Well, yeah, I do like that a lot. I just roll these a little bit. I'm not very organized with space. Next one, I'm pretty sure this one is by Anastasia Usova. And why do I have a feeling that she might live in Korea at the moment? Or did she just have a shop that is like a Korean in like .kr? Not sure. But I think this is so gorgeous. I love it. Love it. It was really fun to stitch, and I remember thinking this fabric is very see-through, and how is it going to be? And it turned out just wonderful. Love those hills, and that cat just looks so happy. Oh, it is so nice. So nice to get to show that one. Feels like in my mind, you know, it wasn't that long ago that I finished this one, but I really don't think I ever showed that the channel, so it must have been over 2 years ago. Then this next one has also been, I think, one of my favorite finishes. And it is a bird one. It was really nice to stitch. And I still think it looks beautiful. I remember having some difficulties with the colors, because if I remember correctly, the colors were listed as anchor. And did I use like a like a online, some sort of converter to go with DMC, and I did not have any clue of what I was doing, and I don't think that some of the colors are maybe the optimal one, but I mean it looks really nice, so there isn't really anything to complain about. I think it's so lovely. Yeah, that looks good. Then the next one is a flower one. It is Forget-Me-Nots. Just trying to figure out which way does this go. I can't remember. I wonder. I'll show it on camera. Maybe it'll be easier then too. But here it is. I think it might be just this way. Gosh, it looks so good there. But this one, I was not super happy with the back stitching. Like, still when I look at it, like here in person, I'm not super happy with it. But I think if I had it on the wall, it would look just perfectly fine. Like, it looks really pretty there. Gorgeous, gorgeous colors in this one as well. Interesting finishes. And then I have one more. Very random one. Well, aren't they all random? You never know what you're gonna get when I showing you some finishes. There we go, a pair of shoes. Sneakers. So the idea is, like, I would like to make this into a bag. And I remember the instructions. I think it was so that you, don't know, make a hole somewhere here and then put like shoelaces coming out. Or some sort of yarn, or I don't know, whatever string. And make a bag. I remember this pattern was in a Cross Stitcher magazine, like forever ago. There you go. Did you have a favorite of these? Five? I would be very curious to hear which one you liked. Or did you just like all of them? Or none of them? That's always a possibility. And I don't know how I managed to pick 5 that all had very light color fabric. But not white. Because I like to stitch on white a lot, but I guess I just stitch on all sorts of light colored fabric, so. But now, let's just go back to the videos. Next clip is a long one, and yep, it was the first one I filmed after having done the whip parades. Oh my God, I feel like I look so miserable on the camera. Oh dear. God, it also feels like it's been forever since I last filmed one of these smaller clips for the next Flosstube. Today is Saturday, April 19th, Easter weekend. And I'm just, 10 past 11 in the morning. Just trying to get going with the day a bit. To worry less, do more. Maybe even have some fun stitching. Paul has told me that I must have fun with stitching today, so so I think I will have to do that. Well, at least I've had a shower. We've been out of the house. Tried to go to Costco thinking, yeah, let's pop into Costco. It was crazy there. We went half an hour after they had opened. It was just horrible. There were so many cars circling the car park. Oh, just dreadful. We left. Drove past like a supermarket. Even the car park there was super full, and it was like, yeah, how about we just go home now? Might be best to just stay here now for the rest of the day. At least we had got a couple of things done out there, and now can just stay at home and do some stuff. But yeah, it's hard to get going. I even saw my lovely psychologist on Thursday. And a good talk about the anxiety. And how it really does no good. But I mean, we all know it, don't we? But still, it's hard to change. But like I said, changing is not impossible. It just takes some courage. Courage and sticking to it, I think. Yes. So I will try. Anyway, this week I filmed my annual whip parades. That was a lot of work, since I do try and film them in Finnish as well. So it's like going through the same lot always twice. I think last year I filmed always like both languages the same day, but this year I decided just do one video a day so that it won't get too overwhelming, because even though it's really fun to go through all the projects, I feel exhausted. I do feel exhausted afterwards. But yeah, it worked really well, and yesterday I filmed the last part, the part 2 in Finnish. And some of you crazy ladies have watched the Finnish versions as well, even though you don't even speak Finnish. I think it's just so amazing. It really made me smile. I'm like, what are you doing? You know, I'm not going to show any different projects there or anything. It's the same, still the same ones. You should just watch the English one again. But yeah, I thought that was fun though. And this morning I finished putting all the whips away. I am so happy. They are looking, my shelf is looking really good, and all the other ones are in their boxes. So that is fantastic. It's so nice they are all there in the right order, ready to be worked on. And I must say that this week I've barely done any stitching. I think doing, like, making the videos, like getting the whips ready and filming and then editing and uploading, and it is a bit overwhelming. Of course, I've needed to take a lot of time to worry. I mean, it takes a lot of time. So I struggled to stitch. So I think getting back to it today would be really great. I am still feeling a little bit lost with, like, what and how to stitch. Just not quite finding the right thing to fall into. You know what I mean? Like, settle into, so that I could just stitch away. But yesterday I was thinking about, like, there are four sort of what I would call bigger projects that I really would like to finish this year. mean, you already definitely know a couple of them, so... And the other two won't be surprises anyway, but I'll talk about that a little bit soon. Yeah, so 4 projects that I would like to finish this year. So I was thinking that what if I put all of those 4 on Q-snaps and try to do 500 stitches on like one of them each day, whichever calls my name the most that day. The reason why I thought 500 was because Rachel from Artful Stitchery, she was working like probably a whole start of the year, almost the start of the anyway, she did a 100-day challenge. It was do 50,000 stitches in 100 days, so 500 a day. And she worked on the, I think it has different names, like the Fairy Tale Village or European Village or whatever it's called, that massive long one. And the amount of progress she made was just astounding. Like, it was unbelievable. I was so impressed, and I thought, oh, 50,000 stitches, you know, I could get some stuff done. But 500 a day can definitely be difficult because I get stuck into the struggling with colors or whatever it is that I struggle with. And of course I often lack self-belief, so I think, oh, 500, you know, I can't do it. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it. And then the stitching becomes not so fun, and what a surprise, I'm not able to do it. But I know that, like, when I'm having fun stitching, 500 is fine. I can definitely do that each day, and then stitch something else in addition to that too. So I'm thinking it's worth giving it a go. And if it looks like I can't, like the 500 just feels like too much each day, then make the goal 300 and stitch more if I feel like it in addition to that. But yeah, I can adjust that. Just have to see how it works out. So what other projects? Well, you already know the first two because I've been working on them. So Pawsome. Okay, let me just quickly look at the, because yesterday I looked at the numbers, like how many stitches they each have left. So Pawsome has 8,676. That's a lot of stitches left. And then the dimensions, garden door, that has even more stitches. It has 12,194. But if I did 500 a day, you know, that one would be hard though, because I would have to be very diligent and like full of enthusiasm to do that. So another one that I would like to finish is the Parisian bicycle. You know that I've already picked that as my project for Tour de France, but it has much more stitches left still than what I can do during that, because it has 8,291 stitches. Tour de France is 3,320 stitches. So I mean, I still have almost 5,000 stitches in addition to the Tour de France numbers to finish, so I might as well get going with that as well. gosh, it's only at 42%. Like when I look at it, it looks like I've done so much more. But no, like, I mean, you would have seen it on the whip parade anyway, but I'm just showing because I put it on the Q snap already. I am thinking I will start with this bit here. It's just I think it says fleur, and it has the back stitching around it. So I was thinking do that part first, then start seeing where I go. Like these flowers are a bit of a pain to stitch, but I'd love to get that bit done though. But I can select always the bit that I move to. Well, while we are at it, I also moved the garden door because, like I said in the whip parade, I think, because this has been just a bit overwhelming, the empty area, so I want to stitch the very top and I want to fill this bottom. So I decided to start with the bottom part. So I'm going to stitch here and maybe some here as well. We'll see. What else? And of course the possum is still the same, so I might as well keep working on this area. Do you know what annoys me though? Is that there's like a little bit of stitches that go just under here, that I really should just move the fabric just a little bit. But I feel lazy to do it. Okay, let me just put these back there. Then the last one that I would like to work on is the wintry fox. That one is still sitting. Well, okay, I might as well take it out now then. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. Let's have a look. Still amuses me that it's in the chicken bag. So I would love to eat them all. And of course here is Mr. Fox. So that might end up being the one I work on during La Vuelta, the Spanish cycling competition. But if I could finish it before that, then I could work on something else, because that one has 4,540 stitches left. So each one of these, they do have quite a bit, between 4.5 and 12.5, whatever it was. And 500 a day would just make such nice progress. So I'll give it a go. If it doesn't work out, I'll make it 300 or whatever. It's worth just trying something different so that I want to be stitching more. So what else? Oh, I got a lovely birthday gift from Miss Charlie Feathers, and I am so excited because I finally have a Charlie Feathers original, one of her needle minders. This one is a swallow. It will of course go on my swallows, to my new start. It can take turns with the other swallow needle minder that I have. I love it, and I love it that it has a big strong magnet, and she said that she keeps, like, it's strong enough to keep your scissors on the project as well. I mean, how good is that? That is amazing. I also got a second one, a strawberry one. Very cute. I like this a lot. Can't wait to use this one. I reckon this will go in on one of those ones as well. It is lovely. So what else have I done? You remember my new start, the pennies zinnias? That is the latest one of the Etsy starts. So that is going to be my stitching meetup project. So I figured I'd get that ready so that it's like all together for whenever it's time to go. I'm using a bag I got from Lisa, so it's very nice. Oh, Lisa from Lost and Stitches. And as this one uses DMCs, and I thought, well, it would be good to have all the DMCs with it in the bag, since I will be always taking that to the Stitchy meetup. And I got some floss drops from Lovely Charlie for this. So this morning I got the threads ready. So this is good to go in the bag as well. I didn't put very much in each because I don't know, I find it hard to know like how much do I need, but I mean I can always add more. That's fine. I'm just happy that I've got them so that I don't get to the Stitchy meetup and then think, well, I forgot some thread. Now that I remember, I'll have to put a needle minder there to go with that as well. What else was there anything else to show or tell? Probably not, but I just wanted to catch up a little bit. Just talk a bit about what's going on and where I am at now. Like, I don't know when I'm gonna do the Flosstube because I just did those long videos. I guess I'll just have to see how much I have ready and oh guys, I can't wait to feel a bit happier again. I just really need to make that effort with myself. I mean, that's all there's to it. Oh, wait. On Thursday, I had a little Stitchy date at IKEA, which is not that far from me. Met up with two of the Stitchy meetup girls, Jackie and Kathy, and we sat there at the restaurant part in IKEA for a few hours because, I mean, there's loads of space there. Even the lighting is really good, or at least was where we sat. And of course you can go get drinks and stuff to eat and whatnot, take a break when needing to. And I worked a bit on the Among Black Cats because I really would like this one finished too. So I'll just show the progress on this one. So here it is. I've stitched some more of the black. Yeah, so I've gone a little bit further with the white. So this area of the white left. Black goes, I think, all the way like here. There's some white to stitch there, and of course the grey to stitch here. But I've started doing a lot of this back stitching here because all of these areas have like stripy bits or something. So I ended up doing quite a bit of that as well. So I am very excited. I'm really happy that I've done some more of this one because it still feels like I'll never get it ready. Oh my gosh, the block stitching just kills me. It's so hard. Oh, I'm now looking at it, and maybe I'll move to the maybe I should move to the grey area here and just do this one for a bit and then come back and work more on the white and the black. I somehow don't mind doing the white on white. I have no idea why. Black I'm struggling with a bit more. But yeah, this will take forever. But I think that in addition to those big 4, if I end up working on those, then I would like to have something like this on the side. So once I've done the 500, if I feel like still doing some stitching, then I can just grab this and work on this one. Something like that. I don't know. I'm not wanting to stop talking now. I'm looking like, what else could I talk about? But I think we'll probably have talked about everything that there is to talk about now. So I think I need to give the anxiety a couple of slaps around the face, tell it to go away so that I can do some stitching, and I can try to do 500 stitches. And I think Parisian bicycle is probably the one for today. It's funny, like I say that and I'm like immediately like, no, you can't do it. You can't do it. But of course I can do it. And any stitches I add will be great. It's all going to be great progress. Okay, I have some good podcasts to listen to while stitching, so I'm gonna put some of those on. Well, okay, one at a time. Can't put them all at the same time. Bit too difficult to listen. And I'm going to start. I can do. I can do this. Talk to you later. Okay, here I am again. So it is now 8 o'clock in the evening on Saturday. I have been so super anxious all day long. It has been unbelievable. Very tight chest. It's like been never ending. But I still got on with the stitching. And I got my 500 stitches done. I am so proud of myself today for getting it done. I really didn't think I was going to manage it because, yeah, it was really tough. Wow, I am feeling really good about that. So, as you can see, yeah, I just kept working on the different colors on this one. I kept taking turns so that, because sometimes I just get anxious, like, even when I'm just, like, picking the first color and then decide, like, do that one color in all of these first. I, for some reason, start getting anxious that, oh my gosh, I can't do it. I can't do it. I have no idea what that's about. But I decided that once that started, like those thoughts started coming up, I just decided to pick the 2 other colors that are in these letters as well, and just take turns stitching those colors. So I am super chuffed. I then, once I had been working on all 3 colors a bit, then I went and finished the first color, then finished the second color, and now I had the yellowy orangey one left. And I made it all the way here, and I got my 500. So I'm not gonna add any more to this now because I'm not gonna overdo it. I'm just gonna pick something else to work on now. I still need to finish my whip go goal for this month as well, so maybe I'll put some stitches into that because it still needs another 500, so anything I add will be great. But once I've done all of these, by the way, these were all done with 1 strand, which was actually quite nice. So yeah, once I've done the yellow with orange on the last 2 letters, I am going to do some half stitching that is all around, like a bit randomly there, done with 1 and 2 strands, and then I'm going to do back stitching. Then that area will be done, which is great. I think the half stitches are done with this color, I reckon. But yeah, I am so happy about that. Yay! Oh, so good to feel proud of myself for something today. Oh, that is a really good feeling. Alrighty, I'll put this away. I'm going to grab something else straight away so I can just get on with it. Oh, yeah, that feels good. Oh, wait. Before I go, might as well get it out. Because you remember what I'm working on. Wait. Put this away. Trying to juggle these a little bit here. So it is, of course, this one. Oh, I'm so glad I already have thread on the needle to get started. And I'm just gonna get on with this. I think that color is some more flowers maybe here. Can't remember. Let me have a look. Just checking which color is that. Is that number 4? Number 4. Yes, indeed, there's 3 flowers here. Oh, that's all they've done with that color. Okay, I'm gonna do those. Start with that, and see where I go next. I'm gonna grab the brown and finish that key, and also do the thingy branch. Yes, excellent plan. I can do that. Okay, I'll see you later again. Well, here I am. It's Sunday the 20th evening. What time is it? Getting closer to 9:30 in the evening. Another day full of anxiety. Just unbelievable how it never stops. I can't wait for life to go back to being happier again. Because my videos will be much happier as well, I hope. So I won't be just so debilitated by the anxiety as I have been like today. But I forced myself to bake, you know, to try and get myself to do at least something. I'll put a picture here in the screen of what I baked. It's a pear and cardamom cake, and it's delicious. I love pears and I love cardamom, so that cake is really wonderful. But I tell you what, even like when I was baking that, I kept bursting into tears because the anxiety was just so intense today. But tonight I'm feeling a little bit better. I've done stitching, back on this one, and here we go. Because today was so difficult, I decided to count even half stitches as just one, like for the 500. Because usually I would go like half stitches are to make one, and the same with back stitching. But yeah, today I'm more than happy to count them all as one, and so I went well over 500 though. So I finished the cross stitches on the fleur, and then did all these half stitches, some with 2 strands, some with 1, and then started the back stitching. Woohoo! Back stitching is happiness. But I do feel quite tired now. Yeah, I really can't wait for life to be better again. I really hope it'll happen soon. Anyway, I was also working on the Tree of Magic, just trying to see where I'm going to put everything. And I've made progress on that one. Look at that. Gosh, doesn't that look a lot more colourful compared to when I last showed it? Let me just get the stats out. So last night I did 147 stitches on it, and early this morning, because I couldn't sleep, I did 189. Very happy with that progress. Still plenty of a month left to finish this as the week goal. So I have now done 829 stitches out of the 1,000. I reckon I can do the rest. And this one, there's still this bunny to finish, another bunny here, the flowers, and there's some backstitching leaves, like that sort of leaves. That probably will be enough to get to the whipco goal. And yet, looks really nice. Not sure what to do now. I feel like I've gotten myself to stitch. Maybe now I need to go do something else. And yeah, I don't know what to say. Oh, okay. Almost tempted to turn the camera around and just have a chat, but I don't know. Sometimes I worry I talk too much about all the sad stuff and the anxiety and whatnot, but I know you guys though, never mind, which has been absolutely amazing. You know, I really want to say a big thank you to all of you for that, because it has helped me to be able to talk about them. And of course, you know, I do get feedback sometimes that it helps you, like many of you as well, when I talk about these things, because I suppose I mean, anxiety, so many of us have it. And I just so hope that you guys don't get it as intensely as I'm getting it at the moment. Like, wouldn't wish this for anyone, because it's really tough. So I don't know if this will be my 500 a day again tomorrow. I might take a break from it and work on something else. But of course, when I next bring this back, I'm just gonna go backstitching crazy. I'm certainly looking forward to that. All right, I'm gonna go and see what else I can find to do. Hello, so I am here, even though it is now next day. It's Monday, the 21st. I'm changing my stitchy plans again. I am thinking. I know it's getting ridiculous. I was thinking, like, how about I just abandon all plans, all of them? But I don't want to abandon everything. So I think that life is just a little bit too stressful for me at the moment, and it is really not the right time for some of the plans. Some of them, yes, definitely keeping them. So I am going to try and keep whipco. Because I mean, that's not really that much each month. Even the hard ones like the Tree of Magic has been, like, I can just keep working on it little by little, whatever amount of stitches I feel like adding daily or every other day or whatever. You know, they get done. I also very much want to keep the cycling challenges, because they will be fun. They are definitely not stressful, because the daily stitchy amounts really not bad. And like last year, I actually ended up watching the cycling as well, which was really weird because I'd never watched cycling races before, other than maybe in Olympics, you know, but that's it. But it was just nice to I think I mainly watched to look at the scenery. And since I didn't watch Giro d'Italia last year, I am so looking forward to seeing the scenery around Italy, wherever they happen to be riding. I think that it actually starts from like Albania. I was a bit puzzled by that, but well, they start where they start. I mean, it seems like they often start from a different country, and like did the Spanish one start like from Portugal? And where did the French, the Tour de France start? Did they start from Italy? It was very confusing. But what do I know? Nothing about cycling. Absolutely nothing. So I'm going to stick to those. But other than that, I think I need to just drop anything else. No other trying to do so many stitches a day, because it just feels like too much. Like, I so badly want to do the 500 a day on things, but you know, what can you do when anxiety just takes so much time that I don't have enough time to stitch? So I want to have, I really want stitching to be fun. I mean, it is supposed to be fun, right? You know. So, other than the cycling ones and whip go, I'm just gonna stitch whatever I fancy. Not try just concentrate on the old ones, or try and work on ones that I could maybe get finished soon. I'm just gonna look at the list or whatever calls my name, just stitch that, and doesn't really matter about the number of the stitches. If I manage to do 50 stitches that I really enjoy, that's fantastic. That is what I want. So that is going to be the plan now. Very quick changing these plans on this channel. Today, oh gosh, Paul and I popped out to IKEA for a little bit. Plan was to spend a bit of time there and stitch, and he was going to be on his computer and whatnot, but it was very busy there. It was very busy, and I felt like my hands were shaking and my legs were shaking a bit. It was just weird. I worked a little bit on the Fox, but it's kind of like no point really showing that I worked on it, because it's impossible to notice the difference really, because the stitches are just so all over the place. But I worked on a very, very light green, so you had less chance of seeing it. But I just wanted to show anyway, because the stitches are there, and it's just worth seeing whenever it's shown. But I am just going to put it away now as well, because, but it might, of course, might come out if it's just calling my name loudly enough. That's it, zipped away. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with the rest of those big ones that I have out. If I don't need those Q snaps, I mean, I might as well keep them there just in case if I feel like working on them. Yeah, well, see, I really just want to have fun. I so just want to have fun. I did work on the black cat as well a little bit, but it's the same as with that one. I did white stitches, like 20. Yeah, well, won't see much of a difference even if I show it. What a great channel. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I mean, it's already 21st. I haven't even done a Flosstube yet this month, so I've definitely fallen off my fortnightly one, but it was bound to happen at some point. And I did 2 Whip Parade videos instead, so at least I haven't completely disappeared. Okay, I think I'm gonna put the fox away and then just think about what tonight's stitching might be. Or maybe I'll just clear the area a little bit because I have way too many things here. So, could be anything tonight. I'll see you soon. I have those pig cheeks again. So, it is Tuesday 22nd. I made a video today. I'm pretty happy about that. Today has been a good day. I really wanted to share that since I know I keep talking about anxiety so much and I'm so struggling with it lately. But today was a good day. I made a video today about the Kid brand oven, and yeah, and I even edited the video by myself. Usually Paul does usually the editing, like we sit there together and he does all the stuff. But today I wanted to try it myself, and it was just a simple one, but I did it, you know. Usually anxiety stops me from trying anything new, whether I want it or not, like really want to do something or not, but it stops, like I never get around to it. But today I did, and I even cooked dinner afterwards, so I'm pretty happy. I haven't stitched at all today. I was even thinking about just taking a break for a few days, you know, and until I just really just find something I really want to stitch and not stress about it, because I certainly don't need that extra stress, right? But I think, you know, I've been talking about stitching and kids today and whatnot. I mean, gosh, I so badly want to new start. And Paul was saying, you know, you should start a new one. That's why, you know, we bought all these things. You can stitch them whenever. Of course he's right. But I thought maybe I'll just grab one of my whips, because I really have so many to work on, and maybe one that I haven't worked on so much. And a smallish one as well, so just nice and easy to hold and a key snap and stitch. So I was thinking I would stitch this one a bit. So I've just counted my way to the corner, and I'm just going to grab some blue and start stitching a bit that way. They're just half stitches, I think, the whole sky. Yeah, yep, all of these are half stitches down to the mountains. So I'll just do what I can and watch some YouTube videos while doing probably some crime stuff. That's what I was watching. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I mean, of course I'm filming to show where I am before I start. Just put it on the Q-snap. So as you can see, I've got the needle marking there, the right spot. It was nice that it was at least easy to find the corner, because I didn't have to count very far. Looks so nice. Can't wait to get a bit of blue there. I think it'll be really nice to add some more to this. Like it feels like it's so calling out for some green and blue. I'll be back when I stitch at least something to show. Oh dear. that is the progress I made. Not very much. I think first of all, it was asking for 3 strands for the half stitches. I was like, no, I don't think so. So I've gone with 2. And I don't know what I was doing, what was going on with the needle or the fabric. The fabric feels a little bit scratchy. So I was struggling to get nice looking half stitches. Okay, that is a struggle every time. I don't know if I have just high standards or, you know, is it even possible to somehow look perfection? Because mine definitely don't. I know it doesn't really matter because you will never look at them that closely. But yeah, I get a bit frustrated and then I just give up. So that's what I managed to do last night. I am still happy that I did something because already having a little bit of extra color there makes it look nicer. But it doesn't feel like this is the thing to work on at the moment. Except I am still struggling. It's now Wednesday, by the way. I worked on this last night. It's almost 4 p.m. and I just haven't stitched. I am really wanting, or very, very tempted to start something new. I am gonna look. Let's have a look. Oh, my phone is plugged, so I'm trying to pull it. Because, yeah, let me see. You can just look at the patterns while I'm trying to find it. I have so many wonderful patterns here waiting to be started. Oh my gosh. Okay, where is the one? Okay, it's not that one. By the way, this one, if you like this pattern, it just popped up in my bobbin. So available in there. No, where are you? I keep also thinking that I should start one of these birds. I have more than just these 3. And stitch them also like one at a time. Always start a new one when one gets finished. Come on, where are you? Oh, here we go. Because this one, I have this one all seasons. So this one would be the autumn one. I'm wondering about starting it. Because it's actually bigger than I would have thought. But it's nice though that I could just concentrate on one square at a time. Because the size is 106 by 186 stitches. So I mean that is a fair bit. I would do it on 32 count. Sort of 17 by 30 centimeters. Yeah, I was thinking that I would stitch it on linen. But it would be nice to start like with this corner. But it is fairly full on, isn't it? Quite a bit of stitching, but oh my gosh, can you imagine doing all the back stitching? Woo! I get very excited thinking about that. I would definitely start this one in the corner. And just do that. Then move on to the lovely bench. And I mean, it would be nice to even start all of these ones like during the season, and then whenever the season changes, then work on the appropriate one. I really like the summer one. I mean, of course that one will be the last one now to start, but I think this one is so pretty. I love the cat and the chickens. It's lovely. This one doesn't feel as full on to me as the other one, even though I'm sure there's just as much to stitch. Anyway, I'm going to think about it. And I'm going to leave it open so that I can actually find it. Oh, wait. Let's have a quick look. Whee! So much stitching, but that would be fun. Right, Okay, now I have to pop out, but I'm gonna have another look at this when I come back. So I am indeed starting it. I've got some 32 count Belfast linen, because I knew I had a bunch of this, so why not? I actually had enough for 2 of these, so I got the other piece of fabric. I'm gonna just pop it in the project bag then together with this, so I remember that I have the fabric ready for the next one. Then I have some colors ready. This has so many colors, like this is not even, I bet this is not even half of the colors needed. and because this is the first the first square that I'm going to be stitching, and I was looking for the colors only for like this bit. This is it. All of these. Wow. So I am going to start from the corner, and I think what I do prefer to, I don't prefer going like with the colors that way. I prefer going down and then the next and next and next and next, and moving to the right that way. So I'm starting from the very corner. And what is the first color? 369. So it is this one. I'm gonna get some of that on the needle and get it started. Don't know how long I'm gonna stitch it, but who cares? I'm just gonna stitch whatever amount I fancy. So I'll be back to show where I get to. So this is where I got to. It's already Saturday today. I've been struggling so badly with anxiety and just feeling down and whatnot. Even stitching has been super difficult. So kind of had to force myself to try and stitch what I could, and so I'm pretty happy. I mean, this is almost full coverage. Well, I think there's just these bits that are missing from the main area that has been stitched, and decided to do some of the back stitching as well. Didn't do, there's like going to be French knots in these little berries. They didn't do those yet. This is an open book, so there's going to be the strands going this way, the thread. I think it looks great, and it looks just like the pattern mock-up, which is so wonderful. I love it when you start stitching something and it really does look just like the picture. Because at first I started stitching it and I thought, these colors are looking just weird. But then it's like, it's always the same though with the Russian pens. It's like, you trusted that they've done it right, because at the end, it's always right. It always looks good. And that's exactly what it is. It looks really good. So I did 1,120 stitches. A really good start. It'll be really easy to continue from here when I next bring this out. I was thinking, I actually had a pattern called my name, so I think I should work on it. Okay. Oh, and I got that pattern to 5.5%. Okay, so let me grab this other one. So I was thinking I would work on this one, the first snow. I mean, totally matching my miserable mood at the moment, so why not? And I have done this corner completely. Then there's some missing here, and then there's a bit more done there. So I'm gonna start filling up that and then start working on more of this background. I think it would be nice to do the whole background, then do the rocks and stones at the front. Okay, let me turn this around. So here it is. So like I say, I'm just going to start filling that and then working on the other areas of the background. background and the trees and whatnot. So then leave the front part last, because that is mainly the rocks. I guess it depends on whenever I bring this out, whether I feel like working on. I mean, I might bring it sometimes just to work on this particular or something like that. But actually, I think it's this designer's birthday today, so Yekaterina Volkova. So even for that reason, good to work on this one today. Alright, here it is. It's Sunday night, 7:45 on the 27th. And I made some pretty nice progress on this. I did 1,000 stitches, the majority of the half stitches, and some cross stitches like the tree, what is it called? What is it called? They're not branches, but what are they called? Tree trunks. Yeah, tree trunks are always for crosses, and some crosses went to some of the rock, because when I had some leftover thread, I just did some there. But yeah, mostly half stitches, some back stitching as well here and here. I'm very excited about this. Nice to have that bit of purple up there as well. I think it looks great. Really like it a lot. I'm looking forward to stitching some more. I just came to a point now where I thought I think that's it for this one now, and I'll stitch some more next time. I think it just feels good to have made progress with, you know, the new start and this one. Still not feeling the absolute best, but you know, better of course, because I've managed to stitch some. And I did bake today. I made banana apple muffins, and I did make some banana pancakes as well, because they're so delicious. So something positive about the day, so that's good. Okay, I think I'm going to put this away now and then think about what I might want to work on next. We'll see. That's it then. That was the very last one of the videos from April. And I hope it was all okay. But one thing, I just lost track of the videos somehow. I'm sure I mentioned in one of them that I had baked a pear and cardamom cake. Did I mention that, or did I totally forget? Because I was going to show a picture, but I can't remember where it was. So let's just put a picture of it right here, just in case, because the cake was absolutely delicious, because I love cardamom and I love pears. It was just so good. So now I won't forget. It's there. So something really nice happened while I was watching my little videos yesterday. Obviously, I didn't watch well enough since I lost track of which one had the pear cake. Must have zoned out at some point. But anyway, while watching them, I was working on the Tree of Magic because it was still not done. I mean, the whip goal was still not done, the 1,000 stitches, but I made it there while I was watching, so thank you. Yes, yeah, it's all thanks to you, of course. So here is how it's looking. So this branch is almost done. There's 2 of these flowers now missing, but I was not going to do any more than the 1,000 stitches. That was where I was going to stop, and that's what I did. Okay, maybe there were a couple extra ones because I did want to finish the flower. But yeah, just need to do the 2 flowers, and that is another branch done. So I am thrilled. Also started already the next one with a little bit of back stitching, and also did just a little bit more of the why can't I remember that word? What is it? I can't remember. I remembered it earlier when I filmed something else. Oh my god. Never mind. Never mind. I can remember and finish, but that doesn't really help. Anyway. We've got goals! Both are done! And from that, very smoothly, we moved to whip goals for May. I must say that because next month I'm doing the Giro d'Italia, the cycling stitchy challenge. So stitching as many stitches as they cycle the kilometers during the race. I mean, it lasts almost a whole month. Did it start on the 6th or? I don't know. Thereabouts. I can't wait. Okay. Since I'm talking about that, let's just deal with that first. So, as I decided, I am going to work on at the beach during the Giro, and so I'm going to hopefully add 3,400 stitches to this. I have no idea how far it'll take me because I do not have a digital pattern for this one. But let's just put here the starting picture, that starting point, and oh, I hope it'll look much better once the Giro is over. I am going to try to stitch at least some of the water and not just work here. But, you know, even if I only work up here, it doesn't matter. The damn water just, it'll have to get done sooner or later. So it doesn't matter if it's the last thing or the first thing, because all of that is a bit of a drag. So, and for those new here, yeah, I don't like block stitching. That to me is block stitching. Yeah, so I was hoping that the whip goals will be easy ones, in a way that projects that I quite like to work on. No, of course it didn't happen like that. I mean, why make it easy for me? Oh, gosh. So the first one of the goals is this one. Yep, one that has been sometimes on timeout, been a big struggle, and looks like that. Oh, kind of just want to go up there and just go crazy on the green, just do 1001 color, but I don't know. Haven't made any plans for this one yet. But yeah, I'll have to do the whip goggles at the same time as the Giro, unless I do them all one before it starts. I don't know. So the second one, equally difficult. And yeah, it's funny that both of these are projects that I sort of have wondered whether to continue them or just UFO them. So this bit of a do or die month for these. I'll just have to see how it goes. That do I enjoy them enough to continue, or is it time to just give up? So this one is the second one. It's the Scandi Forest Blues by Pixel Parade. She's an Australian designer, I believe. Am I totally wrong? Hopefully not. I mean, considering that both of these are in the group of my oldest whips, you know, it's ridiculous how little I have I have managed to work on them. Because here is the starting point of this one for Whip Go. So both of these are getting 1,000 stitches. I do like how this looks, but like I know that they're different sizes and whatnot, but all of them, no matter what the size, feels like block stitching to me. Everything about it feels block stitching. So the blocks don't even have to be big for me to qualify as block stitching. So that's it. Well, I have my stitching plan sort of for May. So even if I continue feeling lost with life and stitching, I know that I'm gonna work on at the beach. That is like the one that I will definitely work on. And hopefully get my Whip Goes done. I'll see what else gets done. I have no idea. No idea what the month will bring. But one thing I do want to do is to make a bigger effort in looking after my mental health. I think it's essential and just super, super necessary. It really is. Because I really haven't been feeling well. So I think that's it. Was there anything else? I'm just trying to get her in my head. I'm like, okay, I did, this and this. I was excited to show 2 finishes and a new start. And I haven't bought anything. So I think we are done for today. I think we are done for April. Let's welcome May and let's make May a really good stitchy month. Maybe I'll work on these autumnly things. Well, never mind. Ignore that. I'm working autumnly things. I'm working at the beach. I seem, yeah. And the Christmas one. Never mind. Let's just all work on whatever we want to work on, and we'll be happy with that. And if you get into the stitching, like finishing frenzy zone, fantastic. I hope to see you there sooner or later. Because, gosh, I so badly want some more finishes. But I don't want to go. I just want to keep talking here. But I need to go. Okay. Can't wait to see you soon again. Bye for now.